Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my first video on IdleMMO. I've been playing this since late May this year and I'm absolutely loving it so far. And I've decided I'm going to start recording videos reasonably often about account progression and tips and tricks for you guys to help you guys along the way as well. I thought today I'd start with where my account is currently at. And over time, over the next few months, next few years, however long I play this for, we'll track my progression and see how we get on and see how efficient we can be at leveling up all of the skills and doing combat, trying to get all of the best gear, all of the armors and weapons and the best skilling tools. So yeah, just a progression series really. I'm going to do lots of tips and tricks videos as well to help you guys make the most amount of gold as possible, or just to be efficient with your skilling or your combat and try and figure out how the best way to play is. So I thought today I'll just do an overall account sort of showcase to see where I'm currently at, just as a base. So I've been playing my main since the 21st of May. So where are we? We're now in October, 18th of October, so that's basically 5 months. 5 months progression. So these are my stats on my main that you can see right now. As you can see, we've got one level 100, which is bartering. That's the easiest one to level up. I do plan on making a guide on the most efficient route to get to 100 bartering. Very quick. You just need to know what to buy on the market, what to look for, how much you're going to be vendoring it for. You will lose a little bit of money at the start, and as you progress your level, you start to lose less and less. You occasionally can pick things up from the market that actually gives you a little bit of profit. We're talking 1 gold per item profit, so it's minuscule, but as you get close to that level 100 bartering, it sort of becomes free because you buy items, let's say for 30 gold, and then you sell them for 30 gold back to the vendor. So eventually you get to a point where you can buy things from the market and just get your money back, so it's free leveling. So that just requires constant scouting of the market, but I'll go over that at another date. We actually yesterday just had a big combat change, which I won't go over in this video. I'll probably do that in the next one. It's all a bit up in the air at the moment because it isn't quite balanced. Mike, the creator of the game, has gone on the very safe side, which is understandable because this is in effect a market game. You play the market as best as you can to help you along the way. So he's gone very low on the drop rates for things at the moment, so I won't cover combat today, but hopefully I'm looking forward to it once it's fully finished and all the fine details are there. I think combat could be in a good state. I did like the active gameplay that combat had before. Mike's now moved it to an idle state, so pretty much the whole game is idle now, which is fine. I did like doing the active combat, but it was also, you know, not many people did it, so it needed to be changed. The people that did it, I mean myself included, we made a lot of gold from it because you sell all of the materials on the market, and we were profiting a lot if you were actively doing it properly. But that's changed. The market's now completely flipped. No one really has a clue of what's going on, apart from the fact that cooked fish are now worth a shit ton. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. But the rest of my stats, before the combat update, I worked really hard on getting my hunting mastery high. I didn't want to quite go to level 100 because I knew that I was going to be doing some of the idle combat at some point anyway to level up all of the core skills, so I thought I'd just get it to a very high level just to help me with the combat update when it comes. So I got to level 94, which is pretty good. My main goal at the moment is to get level 100 woodcutting. So with yesterday's update, they introduced class changes. So I was a warrior, which helps you with strength, well, combat basically. I've now changed my class to a lumberjack. So I'm working on 100 woodcutting. So that's my current goal. I was sort of doing a mixture of woodcutting and smelting. I recently picked myself up. Oh, there it is. I picked myself up an arboreal ender, which is the second best woodcutting axe at 40% efficiency. So I've decided to make my way to 100 woodcutting now. I bought myself and made myself a load of Yggdrasil potions, which is pretty much the best potion available right now. So I think I've got almost 200 of those to use to help me to get towards 100 woodcutting. That's nowhere near enough. I'm going to have to create and buy a lot more. But with the current combat changes and drops not really in the game, it's very hard to now make them. So I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for the drop rates to change before I can make more of those. Overall, the rest of the account is pretty well rounded out. I did the last event, which was Lunar Mastery, so I got that to level 85. I believe I got to rank 3. Let's have a quick look. I didn't actually go too hard, which is why I'm quite surprised I got such a high level. When this wants to load. Game's a little bit laggy at the moment with yesterday's update. So yeah, I'm surprised I got rank. Yeah, there it is, rank 3. A few people level 84 as well, so it's quite close at the top. Apart for Zavako, he's always way ahead of everyone. How much? 750k XP ahead of me. So, but my goal really is just to max out level 100 in all of the stats eventually, which will probably take a few years at least. And Mike's going to add more skills along the way. So. What else can we look at? Mining 82, which is decent. I was leveling my alchemy before the combat update, but again, because all of the drops are pretty much non-existent at the moment, we're going to struggle to level alchemy for a while, so we have to hold off a little bit on that. But yeah, they're my overall stats at the moment. Let's take a look at my gear. This is just on my main, by the way. I'll have a look at my alts real quick after this as well. My gear, I'm currently rocking lead because I'm not doing any combat on this character for a while probably. I've been doing a load of combat on my 2 alts as opposed to my main, because my main is sort of just like, his overall goal is to get level 100 everything, so I'm sort of going through a lot of the skilling first whilst I do combat on the alts. But it could change now that the combat update is here. So we'll have to see how I go from there. But lead gear, I got the moon gem, and where's the other one? Lunar secrets, which is for the lunar skill, but you can only use those during the lunar event. So right now they're useless. I've got myself, so as I said earlier, the arboreal ender, which I actually just looks so sick. I love it. 40% axe. I've got, whoops, wrong page. I've got a 35% pickaxe, is the core strike. And then on my alt, on one of my alts, which is fishing at the moment, I have the 35% rune etched reeler. So my minimum tier at the moment for skilling is 35% efficiency, which is nice. So let's have a quick look at my gear on my 2 alts as well. So I've got a branch bane hatchet here, because I do a lot of wood cutting on this alt when I'm like AFK during the night. I was doing a lot of active combat, so I've got a maxed out Runeblade dagger and a level 8 Duskblade, which I need to level up. I've got a few armor pieces in the market as well, but I've got a helmet and legs for this guy, which I'll equip once we figure out what's happening with combat, basically. So I've got all legendary gear. I've got, if we take a quick look at the market, I've bought myself, ignore these prices by the way, because I know they're not going to sell. These are just sort of slots, inventory slots for me basically, extra slots. So I've got myself an Echo Steel breastplate, which is the chest, and Nightshade boots, mythic. So at some point when I've got the level to equip them, I'm gonna make those and then equip them, do combat with. As you can see, I've also got 2 mythic recipes. I've got Eternal Feast and Omnipotent Might. I'm hoping Mike will at some point change the way mythic recipes work, because currently you can only make 10 potions out of these and then that's it, they're gone. I'm hoping at some point that's changing, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So yeah, back to the gear. Basically full legendary on this ult. My other ult doesn't do much combat, so I've just equipped the basic legendary sword and chest. But at some point I will deck this guy out in combat gear as well, because I'll do combat here. And the end goal for me, my 2 ults, is to use them to collect resources for my main, so that I can get level 100 and everything. I'm trying to be as efficient as possible, so at the moment I'm always using the highest tier potion available to me whilst I'm skilling, just to get to level 100 as fast as possible. What else could we look at? We can look at gold, I guess. So my main, I've got 600k in the pouch. I've got a few items in here. I guess I've got 300k worth there, 470k worth there. Yesterday I spent 1.5 mil on making and buying Yggdrasil potions. So I got 63 here and I've got 100 here. So that's going to last me a while. The rest of this isn't worth too much. Few upgrade stones, few fish, but yeah, nothing major. My first ult has got 1.3 mil gold, another 1.1 mil there, and that's pretty much it. I've got some mystic logs selling, but not many. And then I've got 1.3 mil gold on this guy with... They actually dropped Shark's value yesterday to the vendor, so I lost a bit of money here. How much did I lose? They dropped by like 10, 13 each. I lost like 130k, but it's not the end of the world. Never mind. So yeah, I think that just about wraps up where we're at the moment for the first video. I'm gonna make another video. I don't have time over the weekend, but probably at some point next week, just having a look at the combat changes. Oh, we've just finished Guild Raid as well, so we need to get ourselves into that. Yeah, that wraps up the first video. If there's any sort of guides or anything you guys want to know about, let me know in the comments, and I'll see if I can make something or give some information for you guys. Yeah. Happy grinding. See you next time.